Ja, und damit herzlich willkommen zu Firewatch. Neues Spiel, ich habe mir ein paar Videos dazu angesehen und es hat mich so angefixt, schon allein wie es losgeht. Ich finde, es ist ein gutes Spiel, auch wenn ich überhaupt noch nicht, gar nicht weiß, wie es weitergeht. Die Dialoge sind super gemacht und ich dachte mir einfach, ich hole es mir und ich nehme das auch und spiele das gemeinsam mit euch durch. Und ja, wir fangen einfach mal an. You see Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CO Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You're drunk. You're pretty. You're pretty, she says coolly. You are not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. She flags down a waiter and 1 week later you are Julias boyfriend. Ja, und das sind hier wohl so immer so erst einmal so Rückblicke mit so einer kleinen Vorgeschichte zu unserem guten Henry, den wir hier wohl spielen. Der sich wohl jetzt auch gerade hier aufmacht zur Arbeit. Load Gear. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. Ja, aber Julia, sie mag den Beagle. Dann bekommt sie doch auch den Beagle. Unser kleiner Bucket. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some, a couple little idiots. That would be pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say, she's absolutely right. Ja, und da sind wir wohl. Thoroughfare, trailhead. Do not forget to check in. No fireworks. Two Forks Lookout. (1980) It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad, you ignore her. You ignore her. Mit der Frau im Bett streiten ist normal nicht so toll. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. Auf jeden Fall. He-Man. You look awesome. Ich mag den Grafikstil. Ist echt schön. Erinnert auch gerade so ein bisschen Telltales Walking Dead. Two Forks Lookout Tower, Fire Lookout, 8 more miles still. Der Soundtrack ist auch schön. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking bucket at night. There's a festival in town, it brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. But fuck dog, Julia yells, she gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker, you scare him away. You reach into your pocket like you've got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare all 3 of you. He runs away. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to get that way either. From then on you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Agree if she commutes back and forth. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that will be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a college for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She's 41. Also die Ärzte haben Angst, dass Julia in einem frühen Stadium ist von Demenz. Demenz ist eine üble Sache. Ich habe selber jemanden in der Familie, der auch nur im relativ frühen Stadium von Demenz ist. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. So strong, even. Okay, so sieht wohl unser Henry aus. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later she goes back to the university. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. Also ihr erkennt ihn nicht mehr. Es ist echt schlimm, wenn man Menschen hat, die man sein Leben lang vielleicht sogar kennt und dann aufgrund dieser Krankheit sehen sie dir in die Augen und wissen nicht mehr, wer du bist. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You are determined to take care of her by yourself. Wir kümmern uns selbst um sie. schöner Hirsch. Und weg. It's impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours, drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. You put a chair in front of the bedroom 9. You trust that she sleeps like a rock. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's night there. Over time you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 AM a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. One night you are stopped at the DUI checkpoint. You blow a 10 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law Susan. Julia's parents taking the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia is coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Also das Haus war wohl in ziemlich schlimmem Zustand und wir waren im Gefängnis, weil wir getrunken hatten und wahrscheinlich Auto gefahren sind. Und die Eltern von Julia haben beschlossen, dass sie mitnehmen. Und hier sind wir wohl jetzt an unserer neuen Arbeitsstelle. Henry versucht wahrscheinlich sein Leben wieder in den Griff zu bekommen. Das klang ganz so, als hätte er vielleicht auch ein kleines Alkoholproblem. Aber wie gesagt, ich weiß, wie schwer es ist, wenn man jemand mit Demenz zu Hause dann hat und beziehungsweise ich kann es nachvollziehen. Turn on the power. Unsere neue Arbeitsstelle.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Reply. You've killed 3 ex-husbands.
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow and you're just out here until the heat dies down and then you'll kill again.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but maybe you just really like trees. Maybe it's a borderline fetish. A tree fetish.
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Ja, die Dialoge sind super. Ich bin echt gespannt auf dieses Spiel. Ich habe mir absolut nichts im Voraus gespoilert.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Answer the radio call. What's up?
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Report map table.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are those fucking fireworks?
Ah,
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight.
Like, kick the shit out of him sort of straight?
No. Jesus, no.
What? I'm not a cop. It's not like I've got a rule book over here.
Just make sure they don't do it again. Take their shit.
All right, fine.
Don't feed anyone a knuckle sandwich.
okay.
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Smart.
Shut up.
Smart. Shut up. Kann man damit irgendwas machen? The original Satz. Clean the dishes. Kann man hier noch irgendwas? The Singular Mind. Dr. Jonas Allard. Ah, kann man alles direkt so angucken. Schön. Gut. Hey, das muss da hin. Okay, er packt sie immer wieder weg. Ja. Okay, los geht's. Kann man hier irgendwie schneller laufen? Also irgendjemand schießt auf jeden Fall Feuerwerke und wir müssen das stoppen. Find rope in NFS Cage Box 360. So, Westen war das, glaube ich, gell? Ja, also in die Richtung. Ist die Box hier unten irgendwo, oder? Ich gehe einfach mal davon aus, dass die wahrscheinlich hier in der Richtung ist. Ich mag den Grafikstil echt. Ich hätte mir mal vielleicht vorher noch die Steuerung angucken sollen. Bin wahrscheinlich auch schon vorbeigelaufen, wo ich das Seil krieg. Die Geräuschkulisse ist auch gut gemacht. Ist das hier?
I found the supply box.
Great.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Copy map information. Map updated, okay.
Hey, I found a note to a guy named Ron from some guy Dave.
That's probably Dave Gaskell. He's completely nuts.
Is that right?
Harmless, but yeah, one of those, fall off the grid and eat ants for a week type. Totally fucking cuckoo. Which is kind of what the job attracts.
Read. Ron, hey man, guy couldn't take it, so I locked up this lookout and put some stuff in the box. Found one of these bars you liked. Hiking into the park, but let's get fucked when I'm back. Dave. Nehmen wir mal mit.
I tracked down that rope. It was right where you said.
Great. So you should be set to get down to the lake.
Ja, komm, essen wir doch. So, wir müssen weitergehen Westen. Man muss schon mit dem Funkgerät rumgucken. Weil wahrscheinlich kann man da viele Sachen reporten oder so. Robbie River. Bin ich hier noch richtig? Einfach noch Westen. Warum lässt ja eigentlich auch mitten im Sommer irgendjemand... Was? Medicine Wheel?
Wow, there's an old, I think it's called a medicine wheel out here.
Yeah, it was made by Crow American Indians hundreds of years ago. There are lots of small ones. Have you ever been to Medicine Wheel Monument over in the Bighorns?
No, I sure haven't.
Well, it's worth a 3-hour detour on the way home in August.
Neat. I'll keep it in mind.
Ein bisschen Geschichtsunterricht. Ja, das Spiel gibt es übrigens bis dato jetzt nicht auf Deutsch. Die einzige andere Sprache, die verfügbar ist, ist Russisch. Ich hatte überlegt, das zu spielen, aber dann würde ich auch nichts verstehen. Mal schnell in die Einstellungen gehen. Settings, Controls. Okay, man kann sich nicht schneller bewegen. Alles klar. Hier geht's auch nicht mehr weiter.
I take it you fell prey to the Forest Service's big recruiting effort? When it comes to, how the hell you ended up out here?
I saw the job in the paper and figured, what the heck?
What the heck? I've got no ties and no life. Better go spend what's left of it in utter loneliness.
Something like that?
Yeah, thanks to last summer, the bump in Forest Service budget actually allowed for us to advertise for the job. Glad it worked.
What happened last summer?
What happened last summer that accounted for this, windfall?
Jeez. I mean, the federal government almost let Yellowstone National Park burn to the ground? Ring a bell?
Yellowstone is 15 miles away. Why would they do that?
Well, the short story is that for 60 years, we got very good at not letting forest fires happen. And then about 15 years ago, they decided that forest fires in wilderness areas like Yellowstone should be left to burn. So that's what they did. I can't believe you didn't hear about this. There were reports that the entire park was gone. Dan Rather telling the country that President Reagan didn't care on the nightly news. And what the hell's he gonna do? Smoke jump in and snuff one out for the Gipper?
So what should they have done?
I don't even know. By the time the Yellowstone folks realized the little fires weren't gonna burn themselves out, 100,000 acres were gone. It's Yellowstone, People don't want to touch it. But we touch it every single day. But hey, I got a 30 cents an hour raise because we can't have another fiasco. The goddamn park can burn down again.
This shale slide is steep. How do you expect me to get down this?
I don't remember it being that bad. It's not even named on our topos.
Maybe... I go with
Yeah, well, I
Widowmaker.
go with Widowmaker.
Come on, it's really not that bad.
It's a 50-foot cliff made of rocks that look like knives.
They just look like knives, okay? Plus, there's already a Widowmaker on the backside of Carter Mountain. It would be confusing.
Okay, dann müssen wir also runter. Aber wenn das mal gut geht. Oh nein! Autsch. Oh yeah.
Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
Widowmaker got the best of me.
What exactly happened?
My rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
Eieiei, das hätte ja auch schief gehen können. Das ist ganz schön hoch. Und wir kommen nie wieder hoch. Und das Seil ist kaputt. Gut, ich würde aber sagen, für die erste Folge soll es das gewesen sein. Weiter geht's beim nächsten Mal. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Firewatch, wenn ja, lasst mir einen Daumen nach oben da. Und wir sehen uns im nächsten Video wieder. Bis dann, Leute.